Hello everyone, Sergeant Thomas here, and if you guys can't already tell, I'm playing Minecraft on the Xbox One, and I'm gonna make a quick overview of this game. I don't want to get too in-depth on it. It's not really gonna be a review. I just want to go over a couple things and give you guys kind of my thoughts and opinions on what I do and don't like about this upgrade, basically, because that's all this game right now is an upgrade. I know they will be adding updates later on and making it more of a, you know, they're basically gonna try and catch up with the PC one day. I know that's far into the future, but I know they couldn't really do that with the 360 like they possibly can with the Xbox One. But anyways, as you guys can see, this menu here looks pretty much the same. There's nothing different. I'll click play game. Down at the bottom where the X is at, you can hit X and it says retrieve Xbox 360 save. So if you go to your 360 and you're on there and you press Y, I believe it is, you can pick one of your game saves, choose it, and upload it to like a cloud, and then come over here and retrieve that cloud save like I did right here. That's my world for my 360. And so that's a new feature on this screen. And then also my gamer tags at the bottom right there, which I don't think that was a thing on the 360, I don't believe. I'll hit create new world. You can put your world name in. That's, the same. There's creative and survival. You got the same difficulty levels. I'll put it on easy for the heck of it. Here's your texture packs. They pretty much all came over from the 360. Any added texture pack we have here, and the same thing with the skin packs. We have right here, which is in a different spot. You can make your game online or offline or online, depending on what you want to do. And then we can go to more options. And here we have the world options. Seed for the world generator. You can basically put in whatever you want. Numbers, letters. You guys know how that works, I'm sure. And then you got world size. So classic, I believe, is like the 360, where you just got the small little map, and then it gets a little bit bigger by putting small, medium, and then you got large. And this is the same. Generate structures, bonus chest, and super flat. Super flat is something I want to talk about if I don't forget. I'm a little bit disappointed on that. Game options. You got online, invite only. All this is the same except for disable autosave is now in this menu. It's not while you're in game playing. You can't disable or enable it, I don't believe. I have looked, but I don't know if I looked hard enough. But yeah, there's that. And so now I'm going to start this world real quick. But the thing I'm disappointed about the super flat seeds, or the flat seeds, I think they're super flat. I totally just forgotten. I was just looking at it. But anyways, on the 360, when you would dig down 3 blocks and you hit bedrock, right? Well, I was hoping that because this system is a lot more powerful, that on a super flat sea like that, you would dig down maybe 15, 20, 30 blocks, and then you would hit bedrock. So you would have a big layer of grass and dirt basically to play around with. Like if this was a super flat seed, you 1, 2, 3, and then you see bedrock. And that's not enough for me, in my opinion, for my style of building. It's just not enough, because I can't really do much in a 2-block area. I can't go down any further, or I can't go up where I'm above ground, you know what I mean? So having 2 blocks sucks. And I was hoping, like, again, that since this system is more powerful, I was hoping we'd be able to go deeper before you hit bedrock, and that's not the case. It's the same thing on this system as it was the 360, and that disappoints me. One thing I do like, among others, is that the render distance is much greater. I can see way over there into a jungle biome, and that's awesome. Another thing I like is the game does feel smoother. I think a lot of it, for me in my case, is that I'm playing with basically a brand new controller, my Xbox One controller. If you've watched a lot of my videos, or you're a subscriber that's been subscribed for a while, you'll know that I complain about my 360 controller a lot, which I will probably never touch again. I'll probably touch it again, I'm just exaggerating, but that thing was kind of worn out, so it feels smoother. But the game in general does feel smoother. It feels like everything loads up faster. Like if I fly, it feels like everything renders quicker. As you can see, this is rendering in much quicker than it would on the 360 and the PS3, but I can't really use the PS3 as a uh, an option. I don't know the word, but I don't play the PS3 basically is what I'm trying to say. Um, and that's getting really annoying. I know this is kind of off topic, but I'm getting really annoyed with people, debating 360 or Microsoft or Sony or PC. That I know again I'm getting off topic. Come on, people, grow up. That is getting really old. I am honestly getting really sick of hearing people cry about the Xbox is better, or the PlayStation's better, or oh, you guys are all stupid, play the PC. Get over it. Not everybody is going to play what you want them to play. So I'll just leave it at that, at least for now, until I want to go on a full-on rant about that. But anyways, other than that, I'm glad that the world's bigger, Whoa, what am I doing? Like if I fly this way, as most of us know, right here would be the border on the 360, and it would look like just water in all four directions on the map. But on this system, now we can just fly past that imaginary border, go through this jungle biome here, and voila, I can just keep going. And so I can now pull out a map, another map actually, and bam, it's basically a new world. A whole new world will generate now. But technically, those worlds are, conjoined. I know you guys know what I mean, so I don't really need to explain myself too much, but look at that. Isn't that cool? And you can basically do that, 36 times or whatever. But yeah, that's something I like. But the thing I'm most disappointed about is the picture frame and item frame limit. I was hoping that once I got onto this game, that I was going to be able to either find a decently flat area, or like say this area for example, find out what level I want to be at. Like say this is level 65 that I'm standing on, is level everything around me to 65 and start building a city, and over time level some more, build a city, continue building my city, put roads down, build skyscrapers, modern houses, mansions, and furnish them. Because if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know that when I build stuff, I like to furnish it completely. I don't build something and leave it empty. I just don't like going into someone's world, seeing all these different buildings, and not one single building has no furnishings at all. That's just, my opinion. I don't like that. Not saying I hate people that do that, or I'm offended by it. I just don't prefer that. I like to go into something and it look good from the outside and look good on the inside as well. And that's how a lot of me and my friends play. You guys have heard me talk about Mr. Buku a lot. That's how me and him like to play, as well as some of our other friends. We like to furnish the things we build. And we like to put a lot of hard work and time into what we build. And a lot of the furnishings that we do include picture frames. And I'm not going to do it because I don't want to have to edit it out. I've been having a lot of problems with my editing software, or my computer, or whatever the problem is, I don't know. But I would go in my old world that I transferred over, and I still can't place any more pictures in that world. I'm at a limit for some reason. I don't know why they didn't increase the limit. This system has to be able to handle more than 400 picture frames and or item frames. If I place 200 picture frames and 200 item frames, that's it. I can't place no more picture or item frames. And to me, that's the biggest disappointment to me about this upgrade from the 360 to the X1, is that there's a limit to the picture frames, and I don't know what we can do about that. Hopefully, as they do updates, that I know they're going to do updates. I know they're going to add on to the game. I just hope that that's part of one of their updates, is that they increase the picture frame limit, or they get rid of the limit. Because if you've been playing the 360 for a long time, like I have myself, I've been playing the 360 version of Minecraft since it came out. But I obviously had to wait till creative mode came out to start really placing pictures everywhere, or that would have took forever to survival. But anyways, at one point you were able to just place as many pictures as you wanted. You could place as many pictures as your heart desired, and there was no limit. You could place a picture on every single surface you could see. And then one day, everybody heard about it. Oh, we're adding item frames. And in that update that they gave us that included item frames, for some reason triggered, and I know they did it on purpose, they had to program it in there for some reason, but it basically, that title update triggered a limit to item frames and picture frames to where, me, myself, and Mr. Buku couldn't place pictures in our worlds anymore. So for that, we quit building in the worlds that we, used to build in. And we had some pretty decent, worlds going on there, or that the world I'm talking about. It was, they were turning out good. Like his world and my world, we were happy with them. And then they added the picture frame limit, and it just totally, we lost interest in even building in those worlds anymore. And we haven't built in them since. And so now transferring over and thinking that I'm going to be able to add more pictures now than I could on the 360 was a huge letdown, because there's still a limit. And I know that because, for one, I went and checked in my old world after I, moved it over, and I thought to myself, maybe it's like that just because it's a transferred world. But then I went and created a brand new flat world on this system. It wasn't a transferred save. And I laid out over 400 blocks, and I got a little bit past 400 picture frames and item frames laid out, and then it started telling me the notification that, you've reached a limit in this world for picture frames and item frames. And I literally wanted to cry. Obviously not literally, I shouldn't have said literally, but I almost wanted to cry. It was just a huge letdown. But enough of the, the negative stuff. There's, obviously going to be negative things as well as positive things in a new game or an upgraded game or something added into a game. But, above everything else about the game, or above everything about the game, that is the most disappointing thing to me. But the things I'm most happy for is, the worlds are bigger. I really like that for like survival reasons, because building a city on like a huge world like this one, this is the large world size, and it's like 36 times bigger than the 360, world size. I would never try to build a city in this. It would take forever to ever, fully fill up the world. But for survival reasons, you can basically, explore for almost ever and find new things all the time, and it won't get, it won't get boring as fast as it probably did on the 360 to some of y'all, like it did to me. I mostly play creative, but I do like survival, and it did suck having to just run circles around this tiny map. So that the map size being bigger, that's great. I like that. The render distance, the render speed, how fast everything renders in. There's a few, differences sound-wise. Like you can hear this different music in the background right now that didn't used to be on the 360 version. So they have updated some of the music, and they've also updated a few sounds when like you're mining. Like it's something creative, you might not hear it. Yeah, it sounds like it did on the 360 there. But when I mined that with my hand in survival, it sounded a little different. The sand. But it's, as a lot of us have known since they, announced this game, they said it was only going to be the equivalent of the 360 title update wise. Like TU16's on the 360, we're still on TU16 on the Xbox One. So hopefully as they again add updates, they will, not only add items and different things in the game, different features. I really, really, really hope they increase the limit to the picture frames and item frames. I mean, I'm really disappointed about that. But other than that, I mean, I like the game nonetheless. I'm not trying to downplay it or, say anything negative to 4J. They did a great job. The game is great. I will always love Minecraft. It will always be my, one of my favorite games of all time. And I'm not going to stop playing it, but I'm not going to build a city as of right now like I plan on doing. So I apologize to those people that were looking forward to something like that. Hopefully in the future, when we get, again, updates, that will change, and it will change my outlook and idea of not building a city and make me want to do that again. But as of right now, I don't even want to build a city anymore because I can't do what I want to do. So I'll just stick to building single houses and worlds, and probably playing a lot of more survival than I used to. So look forward to that if you want to see that. But other than that, I know this was kind of a weird overview or whatever you want to call it, because I kind of complain a lot about things, but you know, it's my opinion, you know, it's my thoughts, it's my outlook on what I see here. You know, I'm not fully satisfied, but I'm not fully disappointed either, if that makes sense. There's just that one main thing that made me a little disappointed. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video. It's probably a lot longer than I wanted it to be. A lot of you guys probably aren't even watching this anymore, because you're probably like, wow, this guy's just crying about picture frames. But it's disappointing. But anyways, we'll see what happens. I honestly don't know what I'm gonna start building now, since I'm on this system now, and I'm not gonna play the 360 anymore. Rest in peace, Xbox 360. No, I'm just kidding. But I don't know what I'm gonna build. Like, my next house could be, you know, a modern house. It could be a mansion. It could be a modern mansion. I don't really know. I also even thought about building a castle, something I'm not familiar with. And look, an above ground dungeon. I'll see what's in here, and then let you guys know if it's anything special, and give you guys a seat if you wanted that. I don't know. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm gonna end this video. Thanks for all the support, and for that guy that commented just a few minutes ago about unsubbing. That's totally cool. You know, I can't force you to stay subbed. I can't force you to sub. I can't force you to not sub. So if you want to unsubscribe for any reason, feel free. I'm not trying to be mean or sound mean, but you're not hurting me. You know, really, I mostly do this for fun. I don't get enough views or subscribers anyways for this to be, you know, strictly for money. I obviously can't tell you how much money I make off these videos, even though I do make some money, but I'll tell you right now, it's not very much. So if you don't like the way I make my videos or my builds or whatever the case may be, if you don't like the way I talk and you want to unsubscribe because of that, feel free. I can't force you to stay here. I can't force you to like my videos, dislike them, not dislike them, whatever the case may be. I know you guys get what I mean. If you want to unsubscribe, go right ahead. See you later. Ciao. Deuces. Peace out. If you want to subscribe, I appreciate that. If you want to leave nice comments, I really appreciate that as well. It's, again, totally up to you whether you want to like or dislike my videos, and stuff like that. And one thing I will ask is, please don't leave negative comments, because I don't like when people are negative in the comments. You know, if you don't like me, again, you can just leave. That's fine. You don't have to say anything. You can just unsubscribe and leave. But if you want to leave negative comments and I find them offending enough, I will remove your comments. And it's not that maybe you're hurting my feelings or anything like that. I don't want other people seeing stuff like that and then maybe making them negative towards other people or even towards myself. It's just, what's the point? What is the point of being negative in the comments? It does not solve anything, period. End of story. I'm ending this video. Stay positive. Thanks for everything positive towards me and everything negative towards me. You're not hurting my feelings. Other than that, I love you guys. Stay positive. Peace out and have a good night.